Okay, are we all good? I think that we're all good. What's going on, guys? It is I, Cooper88, also known as Steve, and as you can tell by the title, it's not as I'm recording this. It's 3:22 p.m. It is the 18th of January, 2017. Just to give you guys a timestamp, like I said, I backlogged these videos. But as you see in this title, this is going to be the final unboxing of Nerd Block, and you can see it actually right behind me. I couldn't get it closed, and you'll see why. You know, because this big honking thing was in the way. I'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, we are now down this. So this is the final Nerd Block that will at least be on my channel for a while. And some of you are saying, well, what do you mean, Steve? You know, it says like it's the final block. It is the final block. But that doesn't mean I might not ever in the future, if ever again, have another nerd block. It's just right now with not only finances, but a lot of where my life is going and a lot of the things that I want to do, and especially considering I've started micromanaging a lot of the stuff that I'm getting. I still haven't gotten rid of Comic Bento or Legion of Collectors and Marvel Collector Corps, but I got, and most of y'all are going to be like, well, Nerd Block is our absolute favorite, Steve. You know, we love seeing all the stuff that you get. Yeah, that's good and fine. I love it too, guys. I've loved a lot of the stuff that I get in these blocks. But I have to start making smarter financial choices. Not only that, everything that I pay for bill-wise, it's going to cost money. And also on top of that, I'm trying to invest a lot more in saving my money. And as much as I love Nerd Block and every variation of it, I have to start looking at, the risk versus reward. As much as I have a lot of cool stuff that comes in these blocks and I love them, I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I have to take one of these off just to see how much more I'm going to save. And the cat just used the box right behind me. I had to ask myself, okay, what's more viable? Like, I started mounting all these things up. Get out of there. Quit playing with your litter. You're annoying today. I swear, every video this cat has to do this. Don't you dare. Don't you dare dig in that carpet. I'll throw this at you, cat. Thing's heavy enough that it'll probably boomerang. Anyway, get into this video quickly before he decides that he wants to... Yeah, you better run. Cat, you're not smooth. I can hear you behind me. Cat thinks that he can dig into the carpet when I'm not looking, but the thing is, I can hear him about ready to dig. You need to stop. You're being a little jerk right now. I'm trying to get through this video and you just want all the attention because you slept all day. You know what? Get up here. Oh, get up here. You need to tell everybody that you're sorry. You're not going to, are you? You're not going to, are you? You don't like this, do you? You don't like this, do you? He don't like that. He does not like being held. But yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, guys, because I'm wasting time here. Yeah, this will be the very last block that I do, but I'm not gonna say that I won't ever like try Nerd Block again or go back to getting the sci-fi blocks, and I may like trial test if they let me, like the horror box or the gaming box. But what I may do with like nerd block related stuff is I will start looking at stuff on eBay. I will start looking at stuff on eBay. And of course, as you know, eBay, people like to price hike. They like to make stuff more expensive because they don't want to actually get jobs, or they just, they flat out just refuse to want to work. But that's a whole different debate, guys, for a whole different time. You guys have heard my political ramblings on people on welfare, and if you haven't, I don't think that you want to, especially considering that as a comic creator, that's a bit of a hot button topic for some people. But at the same time, it's just, as a human being, it's like, it's cool to make a little bit of side cash. I'm not saying people that, sell stuff on eBay or Rolodex on eBay that's a bad thing. I don't want you guys who do that to feel like that's, a bad thing, that you're doing something bad. I'm talking about the people that try to make their sole living off of it. And more so the people that price hike. Y'all know who you are. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, you're grimy people. And I hope that one day you get what's coming to you. But that's beside the point, guys. Let's get into this sci-fi block, and I'll actually show off what I feel bad because the first, well, I guess the first box of like the new design that Nerd Block rolled out has come out. So it's like the last box is now right when they're starting to get into like the new designs, the new like, cool hip designs that they do. But the first item, like I said, big massive one, is from Game of Thrones. And it's actually a map and markers, and it's a magnetic system for Game of Thrones. Let me actually open my blinds a little bit so I can let more light in, because that's messing with the lighting a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's a magnetic map of Westeros and all the different markers based on the different families. I have no interest in this, but I definitely know one or two coworkers who are big Game of Thrones fans that definitely will definitely want that on their refrigerator. I looked at that and I was like, man, I'm like, what is this thing? I do like to show you a little bit. Like, this is what it looks like now. I can't show the bottom because it's got my address and stuff on it. But try to do that very, very carefully. But like, look at that. That's so cool. It's like, I love that. I love the box design. And look on the inside. The inside is just as cool. It makes me kind of feel a little bit bad that, this is going to be the last block, but what better way to end than with, something really cool, something, innovative. So we're going to take our time. But apparently on the last box that we were supposed to get before we took our hiatus, or I took my hiatus, they had like a Terminator, like, oven mitt, like hand mitt. Had like a, excuse you, cops. Got the cops pulling somebody over. But we got, but anyway, yeah, we got the cops are pulling somebody over, arresting somebody or something. Anyway, This video is probably going to be like 20 minutes long, and I'm not going to mean for it to be. Sorry, that's just, my mind is racing right now, guys, because I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, okay, I got to start getting dinner ready soon. It's like I got, it's like I want to sit down to try to do a little bit of comic writing, so it's like I'm trying to get this unboxing video done, but my mind is scatterbrained. But yeah, it's like it's so. But yeah, I like this new design, and I'm sad to see that this is the final box. But sometimes in life, it is what it is. Had like a Terminator hand glove, oven mitt. Had another one was like the Borg cube. It was a Star Trek based one. It was going to be the Borg, but it was like a Rubik's cube or something like that, which I thought was neat. A lot of little cool things. A lot of little. They had one that was so funny. It was from Aliens, and it was a chest burster pin. Had a little stand that was a guy, but the actual pin was like the chest burster, the baby alien, which I thought was so morbid but so hilarious. So it's like this and that, and a bunch of other things. So we're gonna go through this slowly because this is the last block that I'll probably have on this channel, if not ever. At least to be able to showcase stuff. But then again, I might like show. I don't know. I'll think about it because I'm trying to get rid of stuff, as I said. And we do got a couple of D&D type items. A little bit of Dungeons and Dragons. So the first one up is a pen. We have a D&D pen, which I will admit, guys, I'm not a D&D player. I'm not. I don't get into tabletop games. I don't get into role-playing games like that. But I know people that do. And to be honest, I'm not mad about it. I think that's actually kind of cool. I don't mind having these kinds of things. Plus, that pin is really cool. Okay. The second item that we got is from The Hobbit. And it is 3D playing cards. It says this limited edition set of playing cards brings your favorite characters to life in 3D. There are over 20 characters in this deck. These 3D cards are created to be extra durable plastic card stock that is virtually indestructible even by a wizard. The cards come in a collectible embossed tin with the Hobbit logo. So this, guys, is basically, it's a deck of playing cards. So cool. So, okay, I don't mind that. I like that. For some odd reason, I'll add that with like the Spider-Man and like Alien or Roswell, like, because I have like 3 decks of playing cards, and I don't know why. I think it's just for like, well, actually, I know why I have them. I have them for like choosing purposes, but also, gives me some. I like shuffle cards to keep my hands busy. I'm just one of those people, guys. Another D&D item, which is also the exclusive T-shirt for this. Which is actually the demo Gorgon. I won't fold out the entire T-shirt, but it's supposed to be essentially one of the creatures and or bad guy creatures that I guess exists in D&D, because the main antagonist of D&D, from what people have told me, is the Arch-Lynch or the Lynch Lord, etc. or so forth. Like basically one of the big like necromancer type characters that exist in fantasy. So I'm cool with that. I don't mind that. Next one up, and I loved these when I saw them. I thought they were actually pretty cool. And they're a neat little collector's item in their own right, is NASA postcards. These are actual like gift shop postcards that they sell, at the NASA Visitor Center in Orlando. You can't see because of reflection, but there we go. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. NASA sending a nice little set of postcards, collectible postcards. I might keep some of those. So far, not too shabby, not too bad. Now, here's something that caught my eye immediately, and there's a Harry Potter item in here, and you hear the ruffling. That is actually the protective plastic bag. Yeah, and it is a wallet. It's actually a Harry Potter inspired wallet, which has Harry on one side, and of course Voldemort on the other. So that, and of course, folded up inside. So that's actually kind of cool, guys. I won't lie. That's pretty cool. I dig that. I really do. I dig that tremendously. Close this for safety purposes and put this back in. If I can get it back. Come on now, you were working with me a while ago. There we go. So we got a Harry Potter wallet. Add that to the other wallet, collectible like geek wallets that I have, which is kind of funny. Heart of Stone and System Wipe. And of course we get a Doctor Who book, which is one of, 3. This is Death Riders. There's another one called Heart of Stone and System Wipe, and yeah, it's and they are, of course, considered kids' books. Well, I'll read that later. But that's pretty cool, okay, Doctor Who book. And we do got another collectible art print, and this one just made me laugh. This one made me laugh, and it was utterly hilarious, if not dark and morbid. Which is, the name of the print is called You Shall Not Reproduce. It is an Aliens and Lord of the Rings mashup. And look at the bottom there. Golem's got a chest burster. And I believe, yeah, in the background, if you look really closely, Boromir has a face hugger on him. And then, of course, Gandalf standing up to the Queen. That, I love that, guys. I mess with that. I totally I want that to be a crossover now. Lord of the Rings meets Aliens. I don't care how dark you guys think that is. I want to see that happen. And then they actually have a mini magazine talking about the items. So it's like Nerd Block is expanding. And rightfully so. They've got all kinds of stuff. And it's the Nerd Block magazine. This magazine, new blocks is block themes, focusing on delivering better value on just some of the exciting items we're working on here at Nerd Block. We're listening to our subscribers and bringing you more of what you want to see in our blocks. Fortunately, I don't think I'll be joining them in 2017 unless it's like near the end. And that's kind of sad now a little bit. It's a little bittersweet, guys, because maybe I should have stayed with them. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I'm not going to probably still try to track down some of these items, because let's be honest, if it's really cool and worth keeping or getting, I probably might. Okay, an exclusive D&D pin, an exclusive wallet, exclusive cards, exclusive print. So that guy's actually... Well, guys, that is all of these items. I'm going to put a lot of these back in the box for the moment. But that's it, guys. That has been the January Sci-Fi block, and it's funny because I thought that I had canceled it. I missed the cutoff date actually to like stop my subscription completely. But at the same time, maybe I don't count it as a bad thing because, you know, I mean, this was not a bad block, and this is, of course, the absolute final block that I will do on this channel, at least for now. You know, that's why I put in parentheses, you know, possibly for now. You know, I may come back to this at some point, I may not. It depends. Depends on where life takes me. But for now, guys, that has been the final sci-fi block, sci-fi/nerd block. I hope that you guys enjoyed all the items, you know, me rambling and getting distracted easily and etc. so forth. But with that, guys, I will see you in the next video. So stay tuned.